Behold, the thing we don't have yet, that we shall acquire. Not actually too sure about the whole look of Miralina here. Looks kind of weirdly like a sled. So that's all I'm seeing as a Canadian who grew up around Toboggan Hills. Yeah. Oh, hang on, I have to feed my wall. You ever have the problem where you have to feed your wall? I can feed my wall properly. It's been appetized. Da, 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 da. Moment of silence for our dear departed Yareli. I'll never have to do Wave Rider and you can't make me. Alright. What we got? We got 2 lists. That's weird. Lith and Axie are and Neo are the radiant ones.
The art of combat must be practiced to truly master the canvas of war.
Thanks for your input, Tishan.
Void fissures in the area.
Oh, I heard him digging. There they are. Whee!
A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
I can make that noise in the game, though.
Extraction is ready, unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Hopefully it's not coming through on the mic too much. Oh, there we go. First try.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Oh well, this is a lot. Just gonna shadow these guys out right here, rip and tear till it is done. How y'all liking the new Doom, by the way?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. We are finished here. Move on. The odds were against us, Tenno.
Shroom is
But we
in.
did it. Mission complete.
Oh, now he's not in any room. Oh, no luck on the double-double. But no, Styanax. Let's double check he actually has all his mods attached. If these aren't like any weird alternate things. Why does Dagat have a yeah, there's a real version. Might give him another melee just to make sure we got a steel path worthy weapon. I'll toss this thing because I don't normally use it for that.
Operator, are you enjoying the view? trick is, you gotta wait to open. Something happens to the conjure before you can pull the goods.
Yes, yes, you don't get the goods. We get the picture. I've done this mission how many times now?
Detective will try to kill ya. Give that console the old bypass so we can get this thing started.
Interestingly, my Stynex doesn't appear to have enough starting energy to cast his energy regen.
With the synthesis scanner. Don't let it escape.
Probably should fix that at some point.
I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic?
This isn't your regular bolt job. Allied B sold the conduits with interference routines specifically designed for the tenor. Don't you worry though. I've got some workarounds. Conduit keys are carried by high-ranking muckety mucks. Knock them down. See what they've got.
You found the fissure. Look out for reactant. Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more.
Someone did that. Have some slash procs, sir. I really don't have a good stat build for this. That's not a really part either. The game's starting to screw with me. Good news of exploding chainsaw arm blades. You know what, let's be real adventurous here. Splurp. Yeah, sure. Just double check that these are actually loadouts. The Parasist? That's the one we built for one of the Bad Archimedia picks. These are also equipped with stuff. These are complete garbage, but I can make them good because it's goes.
Allied Soul Detective will try to kill ya. Give that console the old bypass so we can get this thing started.
Void fissures. You need them.
Yeah, that thing's still not very good even with goes buffing it.
Withstand their fury.
This isn't your regular bolt job.
Using Nyx with it, right? When I did in Archimedia.
Specifically designed for the tenor. Things might get a little weird. Conduit keys are carried by high-ranking muckety mucks. Knock them down. See what they've got.
A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Defeat the corruptor.
So I remember to use my grouping tool to go with my blast weapon. Actually, I don't remember blast weapon. That's just Gauss's buff. Doing it.
Find out what's inside.
Take it down with a Parasist.
We just got here.
As you do. Oh, there's the Yareli piece. Yeah, let's continue with this nonsense. Zephyr with a Vacor heck. And a Praetos. And Growler. Serial killer with the Artax. Pretty cool. Assuming it picked the right loadouts.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Is that my regular Zephyr fashion? Please let me out of this.
Comet shard. Direct hit. Railjack slowed. Engines locked.
Well, if they're not gonna do it, I'll do it.
Disembarking.
We get a reactant.
Update. We are ice free.
A fissure. Defend yourself and use
Hey
the
guys,
reactant
do you have some
overloads.
reactant for me?
Ice driver ready. Fire Comet shard. Comet shard. Shot down.
Defeat the corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
Void storm intensifying.
Not the normal wrist blades I wear, but
Altering tactics. Launch ram sleds. Crew. Void sink formation detected near you.
yeah, I do not think our host knows how void storms work, and they're trying to get reactant by killing the fighters, which will never happen.
Torpedoes
So,
locked. In range.
we'll get out of this void storm with this particular party in a second, but we gotta do the mission first.
Assault teams. Prep cruise ship for launch. Fighter wing commanders. Mobilize and attack. Let's make this personal. Send in a cruise ship.
What do you mean? This is the pinnacle of the stealth arts, tramping through a spaceship in a giant mech with a chain beaming fire laser. That's how I always play stealth games, right?
Void storm escalating. Stabilizing is proving difficult.
Stop whining, Sai.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
I have not used the Vacor heck instead of the Kuva heck in so long. Still pretty functional. Excuse me. I want off this guy's ship because he just flies the railjack around, does nothing, unfortunately. Railjack works so much better when I have a pre-made squad. Yeah, sure, I can make this work. It's picking random loadouts, or is it picking random appearances? So Toxin Chroma with Limbo's sword. Not that Limbo's sword has anything terribly specific to Limbo. I believe I've got it set up specifically to do. Looks so silly without his skin. Looks like he should be a Helldiver enemy. Partially because the skin takes his cape with it.
We have lost control of the tower.
That's not a Yareli part. That's another Sevagoth neuroptic. We already got that one. I don't think Peppermint Chroma does anything for the melee, only with guns. Could be wrong, but... Alright. We interrupt this broadcast to give you a temporary review of the Nightwave.
Always a pleasure.
Sigil... I don't already tell you what people are going to be doing with that. You damn freaks. You'll see it if you look. Archititron Scrin. That's kind of neat. It goes well with the, because I use it on Vauban, so I've got that, like, kind of steampunk look for Vauban. Similar idea with this. Oh, it's for the Prolix. Makes the Prolix not look stupid. Almost. Some nice Kvat colors if you're into your grays and blacks. Slots, always nice. I mean, I'm never going to use that, but if you're a Zaku fan. Weak point hits with the primary fire, plus 60% weak point damage. So it does nothing for the stupid secondary at all. It's like a weird kind of galvanized acuity. Except just weaker. It has to build up to it. 600% weak point damage. If you can hit them 6 times. If you can hit them 10 times in 5 seconds. Critical hit, damage to pistols. Dog version of the black colors. I guess if you're... That's... I'm not a big fan of the Epitaph, despite being a Sevagoth main. The problem with this cape is it juts out like, 20 miles from the back of your warframe. Solid skin for the Burstin. Can't really... The Burstin has reasonable amount of skin. I think the Burstin has skins. That's a this is an old thing. Orbs of strike targets will explode immediately with 9% bonus damage and 18% chance of singularity. It pulls in more targets, but they don't bounce or combine anymore. So you don't get the crowd control. And I don't think you get the persistent elemental priming, though that might be included on the singularity. That is old. And then we got a fancy Zaku skin. That's kind of neat, like you got a not quite deluxe Zaku for free. For all the Zaku enthusiasts. I might actually use this one because it's still got the broken going through it. The reason I don't use the Prime skin is it looks like it's not broken.
That's all we
Which is
have
the whole theme
time
of the
for.
frame. Anyways, that's been my thoughts on the Nightwave. Hoorah! Yeah, let's go push the silly button again. Baruch with the belt, the stuck, and the cunts in prime. It's going to be a little bit of one silly thing. I had that out because I was doing things, but I'll potato you, but I don't feel good about it. The belt, which one's the belt? It's not a sniper, right? It is a, let's actually build this thing like it's a sniper though. Give me some clit. This is crit chance, right? Yeah.
Otis finds it odd that humans only get
Can't use multi-shot. Throw a fire rate, it's got a pretty good magazine.
Doing everything wrong.
Learning how to live.
Give it some blast. Make you go boom. Yeah, let's throw the electric in. I'm not even gonna bother. No. Just no. This could hold a Weeping Wounds, not that we're gonna really use it, because it's Baruch. If he's gonna melee, we know what we're gonna be doing there. Also, picked the wrong fashion much. Yeah, we'll just do an exterminate. Give me a Yareli part. Please. Please, sir. Thank you, sir. Warframe, sir. Bam. See, this is the problem with using weak point stuff. This man is not facing me. And his head is completely shielded from being shot.
You found the fissure. Look out for reactant.
Really? The fuck? Do I have a double jump mod in my Baruch that's like doing that? Oh.
That's it.
That's
It will be a
cheating.
perfect specimen. Trap it so you can synthesize
The hell
it
is
for
that
me.
shit? Come on, Warframe. What is this bullshit? Let's go again. Grendel with a Stradivar, a Diplos, and it has a thing. Well, he has a thing. There's a regular weapon, so
Saddle up.
these other things are not without weapons in them. It is tradition.
Use it to
Grendel doesn't use weapons anyways.
You are approaching
He
a
feasts.
hive. Every hive is protected by a
He is
series
the
of
weapon.
chamber nodes. Destroy those, and you can destroy the hive.
Where is the hive?
You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Multiple biosignatures detected. We've got infested incoming. All nodes destroyed. The hive is vulnerable.
See, sometimes you just need to cut up your food before Griddle can eat it. That's what overguard is. Get in my belly. Hydroid with the synth of the Vasta and the Keratinos.
Do you have a matching relic? Fisher, defend yourself and use
I think it's loaded the wrong synth to load it.
They're dropping reactant.
Shut up, you. Zaku with a regular Hema, Piranha Prime, and Machete Wraith. It's probably cool.
I'm
Yeah,
detecting
I'm not
void
using the
fissures
regular
nearby.
Hema.
Do you have a matching
You
relic?
can't make me.
My intel suggests there are
Ow.
rich enemy supply caches in the area.
What did I say
but I'm
previously
unable to
about
pinpoint their exact location. Such
I'm ready to turn my
attacks will
defensive
lead to
powers on?
the added risk. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
Hey, when the Eclipse chasing my teammate who's just running away like an insane person. That he silenced me. I'd appreciate that particularly. Okay, there is a gaze down, but it does not affect the Acolyte. Good to know. Zaku, why are you kind of garbage at this? So has the Frost one have a slide move? Or a teleport move, whatever it's doing. Turned off all my stuff again. There we go. You couldn't give me Yareli Prime after that, eh? Gotta be like that. Sleep. Temple with the Bibonico, this thing and the hate.
Grown fierce, use all that you have learned.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
There's a half measure. Anaros. Yeah, that's what it should be. Leech. My dude, you are in a public fissure. There are no leeches.
Their rage is vehement, their focus impressive.
And dude's running a Radiant Relic.
Warrior's death.
GFY, buddy.
The hunt is on, Tenno.
Might even be one of the other relics from this pack.
Corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open your void relic.
Pro tip though, yeah, don't go into a public fissure and complain about the relics other people are running. There's an entire chat dedicated
Stay focused.
to making pre-made squads for that kind of thing. And since you obviously know how to use chat if you're whining about it,
Relic has been cracked open. Finish your
you should probably
mission
learn to go
find out
use
what's
that one.
inside. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemies.
It's funny because the best reward in here is from the guy who's not running the Yareli relic. Oh, if I failed to account for the randomized thing picking the wrong loadout for the Iron Staff.
Still working on it. Continue to defend this. Will take a moment.
Yeah, remember when the Venkas were like crazy? Mostly because they could go up to 13 times combo. Here's the Venkas today. Admittedly, probably this is not the best build. I don't even know if there is a build on these. And we're trying to use them in Steel Path, but yeah, how time flies. Mania tried to magnetize me, but I used Defy. Which just means all the friendly fire gets amplified and thrown back. Kalerva with the Trumna Prime, the Epitaph Prime, and the Sun and Moon. And of course, the randomizer decided I should have no mods.
To open a relic, or are you confident you can withstand their fury? You're near a fissure. They're dropping reactant.
Well, that was the Epitaph, but
The reactant is working on your relic. Find more.
turns out if you chain a whole room of guys together, you can one-shot them with the Epitaph.
Still working on
No, Gun Kalerva is totally a thing that works with this 3. It's arguably actually more powerful at the end of the day. Or Sniper Kalerva if you really want. See, the universal rule of streaming is my neighbors will decide to do the laundry directly below me while I'm streaming. Whether it's 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. But what we're really hoping with Oberon is that we get the reactant buff to Oberon himself, because it will be silly. And I can do silly things. And there it is. There we go, 193 health per second and 966 flat armor. Also, everything in the quarter-mile radius is blind and irradiated, as you do. I kind of get the argument that like Doom is not traditionally a melee game, but yeah, that's good. That's like saying I don't want to play Mountain Blade because I don't like horses. Oh, that's an ambulance. That's a dead ambulance. All right, at last. I want to tell you how long that took after the actual stream. I am gonna rush this because I have trade platinum. This is fun. And we've acquired a Yareli Prime. Still gotta get the guns. Behold. Anyways, I'll probably be putting it together on stream later today. So feel free to pop on over to Twitch if you want to have a look at that. Peace.